Gutter Trash is a proud member of the Comics Podcast Network.
Two rival comic shops discover a large collection of rare and valuable comics. The owners go head-to-head to convince the elderly woman whose deceased son owned the books to sell the collection to them. When she refuses, the rival shop's tricks get dirtier, meaner, and eventually deadly in Comic Book Villains. Hello, welcome to Gutter Trash episode 103, Comic Book Villains. My name is Eric, my name is Jason. What?
Yeah. Let's see. If you do both parts, I still get paid, right?
Yeah. The exact same amount you get paid every week.
Awesome. Wow, that's a deal. I can just sit on my laurels and rake it in.
I'm not Jason.
I'm Jason, though.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hello. It's been an adventure today so far.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You've seen me run the gamut of emotional distress.
Yeah. 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 But everything seems good now.
For now.
Yeah.
For now. Tonight is, however, the Simpsons Halloween special, and if anything goes wrong, people's gonna die.
Oh, yeah. Is there some sort of, do you have, earphones you could plug into your TV so, there's no way you could hear?
I don't know.
The party
I would
upstairs?
still hear it,
Yeah.
probably. I was playing a very loud video game earlier today, and I could still hear them.
There was some craziness.
Yeah.
It was kind of loud.
Yeah.
They were listening to some funk.
Yeah.
And then, knocking shit around.
Yep.
Maybe it was a funk thrash party.
Could be. I don't know.
I've been to a few in Dayton.
Yeah?
They're popular with the kids.
All I know is I pounded on the wall, and I hurt myself severely. But they did quiet down for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, at least you gotta appreciate the response.
Yeah, well, in addition to that response was the response of, I believe, the guy threatening to come down here to kick my ass, and what's-her-face trying to stop him from doing so.
Well, at least they refrained from physical violence.
Right.
Because I'm not a violent man. I don't want to see violence. I don't want to participate.
I don't particularly want to either, but I know that somewhere it's in my nature to be.
It's in there somewhere.
It's in there somewhere. I try not to at all, ever. I really don't ever want to, but it's festering.
Ooh, festering. That's a scary word.
Yeah.
Festering's never good.
No, it's not.
Unless you're Uncle Fester.
Unless you're Uncle Fester.
Yeah. That's always good.
Yeah, pretty much.
Even if it's played by Doc Brown.
Yeah. I would say especially by.
Oh, really?
I really enjoy his performance in the Addams Family movies.
Oh, yeah. Nothing against it, but I still like the original.
Oh, the original was good, too.
Whatever that guy's name is.
Yeah.
Uncle Fester.
Uncle Fester, yeah. Sure.
He didn't really go on to, be in the Love Boat or anything, probably.
What if
he did?
What if he is such a classically trained actor, so much of a chameleon, that he has been in everything we have ever seen, we just didn't know?
That was Bill Cosby. Yeah, that would be awesome. We'll IMDb him later.
All right,
if you want.
I know my IMDb Kung Fu has been a little off today.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. We were looking for someone that was in the movie we watched, and I could have sworn that she was in another movie that I have seen and enjoyed, but it turns out she wasn't.
You thought she was in that ass-to-ass scene, didn't you?
Yeah, I really did, yeah.
No.
It was her, Madeline Kahn, right?
Yeah. Wow.
Turns out I was thinking of Clue.
Yeah.
Not Requiem for a Dream.
Tim Curry.
Clue.
Tim Curry kind of looks like that guy from Requiem for a Dream as well.
The Marlon Wayans?
No, the other one. The guy
Jared Leto.
Yeah, he was in a Adam Sandler movie.
Oh,
The game show host.
yeah.
Or the Be Excited guy.
Right, yeah.
I forget his name.
Shooter McGavin in Happy Gilmore.
Oh, yeah, wow.
Can't remember his name in Requiem.
Or in real life.
Or, no, I know his real name in real life. Christopher McDonald.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he kind of reminds me of Tim Curry a little bit.
Huh? According to Bruce Campbell, he is Bruce Campbell's arch nemesis.
Like, for real? Or are they friends?
Apparently they have gone up for many of the same roles, and Bruce Campbell has not gotten any of them.
Oh, that's too bad. That's too bad. I wouldn't have liked to seen Bruce Campbell in Requiem for a Dream. That would have just been odd. Like, it was odd enough that
They would have thrown you out of it, I guess.
Yeah.
But I guess on the other hand, if a normal viewing audience would watch it, they probably would not be, because they are not
expecting the greatness.
Right.
The Shining.
Right.
Yeah.
Or
wow, Bruce Campbell
or
in The
just
Shining.
Ash.
Yeah.
Bruce Campbell. I really like him, and I really want to see him in like a wide variety of things. But at the same time, you're just always expecting
Bruce Campbell.
Right? Yeah.
Well, at least he's in Burn Notice. That's pretty popular, right?
Yeah.
People, maybe he'll get some more eclectic work.
Right.
Not as
Maybe.
campy, something serious.
Except that Burn Notice is still pretty much feeding on his
Is it
campiness.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, I've never seen it.
Yeah. It's a fine show.
Mm-hmm.
It is pure entertainment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like entertainment.
Entertainment is good.
Mm.
Too bad the movie we watched wasn't.
It was not.
Oh.
It was not.
No.
It was pretty much a train wreck.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I remember I saw it years ago. Like, I rented it on VHS when there was no DVD, I think.
Right, yeah.
I don't know, maybe not that long ago. But yeah.
Yeah, it's like a 1999 movie. There was DVD.
Yeah, there was DVD.
You may not have had DVD.
I never heard of DVD at the time. I hadn't even heard of Laserdiscs at the time. But yeah, I remember thinking like, this is kind of fun. It had comics in it. But yeah, watching it again this time, like the only enjoyable part was like looking for comics in the background.
Right,
like,
right.
oh, well, look, there's a Defiant comic in the background. Yeah. Wow.
Laughed out loud once or twice, but I don't think at the rate that maybe the people who put this movie together expected me to laugh.
Right.
It was kind of boring.
It seems off. Like it seems like they're like, oh shit, I didn't realize we have 12 hours to edit our movie.
Right. Yeah.
There's like some scenes that, like when what's DJ Qualls' character? PP.
Archie.
Archie.
PP.
Like, I started PP. When PP says to Schneider, he says, no, when he's like, he like goes to retrieve McGillicuddy out of the, the Gentleman's Club.
Right.
And like, there's a whole scene where he like walks towards the Gentleman's Club and he's got the gun and you're like, oh, something's gonna happen.
Right.
And nothing happens and they never refer to it later. It's like, that shouldn't have been in there.
Not at all.
Yeah.
Or at least something funny should have happened.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. And then, like, the first time I noticed that things were a little off was when Cary Elwes' character, Carter was his name?
Yeah.
When he's, like, getting jumped at the beginning.
Right.
And the music, like, never changes. Like, it's like this suspense build-up music when he's, like, walking to his car. And then, like, the whole time he's getting his ass, like, kicked and, like, he retaliates, like... Oh, the whole time the music is playing as if it's still a suspense building up. It's like, wait a minute, we're already into the action. And it like, I don't know, it's like, it just feels weird, this movie.
I think, altogether, not very well made. For a movie that has so many good actors in it.
Yeah. Cary Elwes, I mean, come on.
Cary Elwes is awesome. and I am sure you're probably being sarcastic right now.
No, I love him. I
okay.
love him.
All right,
yeah.
all right.
Twister,
Yeah. Robin Hood Men
Robin
in
Hood
Tights.
Men in Tights.
Hot Shots.
What was the other one? The Inconceivable. What was that movie? Andre the Giant.
Oh, The Princess Bride.
Princess Bride. Yeah.
And of course, the first Saw.
Was he?
Yeah.
I don't even remember.
He was the guy who cuts off his foot.
Was he?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I saw it once. In
Yeah,
the theater.
so did I.
I don't remember it.
The only reason I saw it was because of Cary Elwes.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, he's good.
I've only been more disappointed in this movie right now that we watched.
Than Saw.
Yeah.
Wow.
I hated Saw.
Yeah, me
I
too.
hated it.
Yeah.
But I like Cary Elwes, so that's why I went to go see it.
Wow.
And apparently he's in the new one, spoiler.
You saw?
Yeah.
Oh.
The last Saw.
Oh.
Or what they intended to be the last Saw before it made $100 million.
Really? Man, that's crazy.
Made a ton of money, yeah.
Why?
Because people wanted to see the last Saw. Wrap it all up.
Right.
Yeah.
And then, like you said, they'll make more.
Of course they will.
Yeah. Yeah, good actors. We were talking about Eileen Brennan a while ago.
Yeah.
She's great.
Yeah.
I couldn't remember where I saw her from, but it was Clue, as you
Most
figured
likely
out.
Clue, yeah. I thought she was the mom in Requiem for a Dream. Turns out she's not.
No.
Donald Logue.
Which one's he?
He is Raymond.
Oh, okay.
Donald Logue is fucking awesome. I love seeing that guy. It makes me happy when I see that guy and stuff.
Yeah.
And, like, even if he just has, like, a small part or whatever. And he's currently on a TV show called Terriers, which is an excellent, excellent television program.
Really?
Yeah. People should go check that out.
Terriers.
It's probably going to get canceled.
Yeah.
Sadly.
So I've never heard of it, so
Yeah.
yeah. I don't know anything though.
Yeah. You've seen me watch it a few times.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll come in and you're watching the end of the show.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Not good in this movie. Nobody's good in this movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like, what happened?
Yeah. Yeah, it was just kind of... I mean, there was a couple of funny parts, but I think it's only because I work in a comic shop. Like, Buckets of Plenty
Right.
cracked me up because every time it rains, we have to pull out the buckets
Right,
if there's
yeah.
a heavy rain. And, like, the phone books under the table leg, we've got shit like that at my work.
Yep.
That store reminds me a lot of Mavericks.
Yes, it does.
And the other one reminds me a lot of Bookery.
Yeah, it does. And, I'd rather go to the other one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the movie?
In the movie.
Okay,
Yeah.
Yeah, well, they both had their charms.
Yeah, well, luckily, you guys don't exactly have the staff that
Comic, or what's it called?
I don't think it has a name.
You said books and comics on the side.
Yeah. Because the other one is just called Comics and Fun.
Yeah. R&J's or something.
Ed and J's.
Ed and J's, yeah.
Yeah. For Norman and Judy.
Norman, that's right.
Yeah. Norman played by Michael Rappaport, who was also usually very good in things.
Yeah, usually.
Usually. Although he's been usually pretty bad in things too. So.
And what's Judy's name?
Natasha Lyonne.
Okay, yeah.
She was in the Slums of
Beverly Hills, yeah. I love that movie.
And Blade Trinity.
Mm. So yeah, populated with fine actors throughout.
Yeah.
It's bizarre. Yeah, I don't know. Oh man, where to begin? It's cool that there's a movie with all these comic book references, but
Yeah, but it doesn't necessarily paint comic book fans, comic store employees, or comics in general in a positive light whatsoever.
I agree. And I thought it was weird that they were allowed to use like Daredevil and Captain America and Hellboy and all these,
Right.
all these. There, people were like, yeah, use it up, and because it's not flattering for
Nope.
anything. Like, like no part of.
Pretty much the whole point of the movie is that if you have ever liked comics, you should probably just die.
Yeah.
or give up.
Yeah, you should stop by the time you're 12.
Right,
Basically,
right,
is what you're saying.
yeah. Because otherwise you're just a pathetic loser, and
Right.
you should die.
I mean, and to an extent, they're right. I mean, look at us.
We're pathetic losers.
It's pretty bad.
Sure, I don't think we need to die.
No, exactly. Yeah, that's why I said to an extent.
Right. And also, I don't think that you or I would ever try to hatch a plot to
No.
rob some old woman of her dead son's comics.
I know, right?
Yeah.
I know, like, his character changed so much, but, like, not in character. It's not like it developed, it's like it just 180'd or...
Right, yeah.
Yeah, like, I was like, what? Because at the beginning of the movie, he's all like, yeah, all I want is to sit behind this table and know that I'm part of the comics collecting.
Right.
And by the end of the movie, he's like...
Which, what the fuck was he talking about?
I have no idea.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah. Yeah, apparently... I've never been to San Diego Con, but apparently there's a table on the left where people with pedigrees of collections sit in, and then Matt Wagner and
Mina Colrad.
yeah, people come up and pat him on the shoulder and like, this guy has pristine comics, and then you get that sort of air of success about you. I don't
Sure,
know.
that happens.
Yeah, what?
Yeah.
Oh. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, if someone's like, I've got an idea for a movie, and it's got Michael Rappaport, it's got Natasha Lyonne, and they're like, and the entire movie takes place either in a comic shop or a stripper joint. I'm
Right.
like, I'm in. I want to watch your movie.
Well, I think that's what the most disappointing thing about this is that somewhere in there is a really good idea for a movie.
Yeah.
I would really like to see this movie done well.
Yeah, have somebody remake it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the type of shit people should be remaking.
Exactly, not Hellraiser. And,
Yeah. Those movies are fine.
Yeah.
This movie sucked.
Exactly. No, but that's what it is. Hollywood's like, well, no one liked it the first time around, but
Because it wasn't good.
they need to fix it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Like if a car company puts out a bad car, they don't just discontinue the line.
Right.
They improve it for the next year.
Right.
McDonald's, they do the same thing. You don't like their burger? They'll fucking fix that thing.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's why they take the McRib away every year.
They bring it back.
They bring it back, and it's better.
They tweak it every
They
time.
tweak it every time.
Add some extra spice or secret ingredients.
They tweak the mystery meat.
Yeah.
And the rib mold.
Wow. Wow. You think they have like a bunch of different molds? That way you don't know that. Like you're like,
So
okay, yeah.
no two are the same or something. like that?
Well, yeah,
Right.
because there's like 30 different ones.
Right, okay, yeah.
And instead of like the fake bacon that I eat every once in a while, that
Right.
all has the exact same pattern of
Right,
red
right.
and of fatty, of air quote fatty tissue on it. So yeah, they probably have 30 different ones, and they just splooge some of the mystery meat into one of them and crank it in the oven for a while.
Could be. I've never paid much attention to a McRib.
See,
Usually, it comes out, I buy one, and that's it. Because then I remember why I only buy the one.
see, it kind of works on me, like even as a vegetarian. But
Right.
but like I heard all about the McRib this week. Like people were going crazy about it. So I actually went to Kroger last night and I bought the vegetarian version. And I was like, yeah, that sounds good. So I'm gonna go home and eat that probably tomorrow. Actually,
Nice. Probably actually tastes better than whatever McDonald's version is.
I remember liking the McRib when I was a teenager, but that's
Right.
the last time I had one. So. It's comic book villains.
Comic book villains.
The ending, even worse than the rest of it. That was like the worst, most clunky,
Yeah.
unnecessarily narrated ending.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and say this, that usually there's sort of the cliche that any movie that has voiceover and narration is awful. Because it usually means that they had no idea what they were doing and they had to have the voiceover to attempt to make it work.
Explain it away.
Usually I think that, some movies are fine with the narration. I've
American
enjoyed a few.
Beauty. and whatnot,
Yeah. This one, you can definitely tell it was because they had no fucking clue what was going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, yeah. Just bad. Just bad. Just, yeah, like, I would say this is only worth watching if, you know, you are a super, super fan of one of those actors and you want to see everything they've done.
Right.
Or you're a super comic nerd and you just want to point in the background and like, oh, look, there's Archer and Armstrong by Bear Windsor Smith.
Right.
You know, there's the first appearance of Wolverine, or first appearance of Punisher.
Yeah.
You know, but other than that, yeah, kind of a tragedy.
Yeah, it really is. Just slow and not funny. Did not work as a comedy, did not work as a crime movie.
No.
Did not work as a comic book anything.
Great.
Did not work as an acting showcase.
No.
Unless you, of course, unless your idea of quality acting is extensions and a mullet and excessive sweatiness.
He was pretty greasy.
Yes.
And like they got some of the characters down, some of the...
That guy exists.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, there's no doubting that.
Right.
Not so sure about the rival comic shop.
They kind of...
That store exists, but I don't think the people that run that store exist.
Yeah. Yeah, probably not. Probably not.
Because like you said, that store is bookery.
Yeah.
But those people are fucking dorks.
They know their shit.
Yeah.
Or at least the people in charge. They it seems like they always hire like half a dozen people that I've never even heard of Superman. Like they couldn't tell you if Superman's Marvel or DC, but they work there, which is bizarre. But
well, hey, you don't know what's going on in most comics.
That's true. That's true. Well, at least I know that Superman was Marvel. Though,
right, that's true.
Yeah. What? Did I miss it?
Huh?
Did I say something weird?
No, I was just laughing because it was a funny point.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. But I like how Ray McGillicuddy, that's his name.
Yeah.
How Ray was like he was so inflammatory. He was calling the other shop dabblers because they deal in action figures and magic cards. But like I noticed over the Gumball machine in his store is a giant Magic the Gathering poster. So he clearly sells them too. He was just like that was like his way of...
He also sells action figures.
Yeah. He had the like X-Men and Captain America action figures, and Bowen busts aplenty.
Yeah.
That reminded me of our store too, because we have like 2,000 more Bowen busts than we should. If anyone would like to buy a Bowen bust, or you know a reasonable charity that could be donated to, please let me know at jason@gototrash.net.
How much for a Bowen bust? Like $5?
I'd say most of them half sticker price. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's not bad. They're mostly like $40. So
the little mini bust. We have the full size statues too.
Well, those aren't Bowen busts.
Well, those are Bowen
statues.
And we're out of all the good ones, so don't even write us and be like, "Do you have Doctor Doom?" All we have is like Airwalker, and like the Scorpion, and it's like the modern version. I don't know. We have the horrible ones.
Do you guys still have the really shitty Hulk statue?
Oh, the one where he's like transforming?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That has to be the worst statue ever sculpted, ever.
Oh man, we've had some bad ones.
You've got some bad ones, but I still think that's one of the worst.
Have you seen our Judge Dredd statue?
Yeah, the Hulk is even worse than that.
It's awful, yeah.
The Judge Dredd isn't great.
The Vampirilla was pretty bad.
Vampirilla is also not great, but Hulk beats it.
Hulk
is strongest one there is.
It's probably true. Oh man, yeah, I would have trouble finding one that beats that. But we've had some shitty ones over the years, and we have most of them still.
Yeah.
Viagra.
God.
Is that loud? Hopefully I didn't.
Probably. I apologize if that bothered you. But no, I'm not sorry. All right. Comic book villains.
Yeah, just bad.
Yeah.
Bad movie.
Very disappointing. I guess I should have listened to all the people who said, don't watch that. And, not watched it.
Well, it was really weird because remember when you picked this, I said...
yeah, you were excited.
Yeah, and I was talking about it with Johnny Hahn. He was like, oh yeah, I just started watching that. I haven't finished it yet though. And then he was in Mavericks the other day, and he's like, that movie He's like, it wasn't as good as I expected it to be. And he's like, it wasn't very good. And I was like, oh, really? I kind of remember it being fun. And then, and yeah, Johnny Hahn is right. Man.
You did tease in the last episode when I mentioned this movie of a situation that you were talking about that related to this movie that you had just experienced.
Oh, that's probably what it was. It was just me talking to John about it.
You said there was a situation in the movie.
I guess a scene or something?
Like something that happened in the movie.
Maybe it was the Buckets of Plenty thing?
Could be that.
Maybe.
I don't know.
I
You said you were
honestly
just talking about it to someone and it reminded you of a scene in the movie.
Huh. Yeah, I can't even remember.
All right.
It was. I know. I was probably just talking to Johnny Hahn, but I can't remember what we were talking about.
All right.
But yeah.
So you didn't murder someone over a comic collection?
No.
Okay, all right.
I did actually just recently go to a guy's house and look at a comic collection.
Right.
I mean, that was kind of similar, and it was pretty good. He had a lot of old Silver Age stuff.
So was it mostly just Archies and...
Well, it was mostly like crap from the 80s and 90s. Like,
Of course it
like
was.
Trash.
Of course it
But
was.
there were still like...
You didn't call me. I told you.
There was even some Sleepwalkers.
Call me if there were Sleepwalkers or Darkhawks.
Oh, I saw even the ones with Venom and number 14 or whatever. 13, 14.
You never called me.
Damn it, I'm sorry. We'll go back out there.
All right.
We'll just sneak in.
All right. Maybe we can just hire a guest.
Yeah, we'll hire Carrie Ellis.
Yeah.
But oh man, but he did have like 600 really nice Silver Age books, like including like, number ones of early stuff.
And could you sell them for 4 times more than listed in the price guide?
Of course. Oh yeah, they were talking about that. They're like, they're pedigree. We can sell them. But I think this was before grading was big, because they didn't even mention grading them.
I don't think slabbing was big at the time, but I mean grading was still a thing.
Well, yeah, I mean like the hard shell, like,
Right? Yeah.
turtle case or whatever.
Slabbing.
Slabs, which is for losers, unless you're going to
awful.
put them in a museum. I mean, that's cool. I understand if like stuff from the 40s probably won't be here 100 years from now unless it's
Right.
in a climate
Preserved,
controlled.
yeah.
But other than that, if you're just trying to, I don't know, it just makes me ill.
Yeah. One of the funnest days was at Mavericks when you got your Fantastic Four number 9 and cracked that fucker open.
That's right, cracked a slab.
Yeah.
It's the only time I've ever bought or sold a graded comic,
Yeah.
a slabbed comic.
What do you mean? You guys have to have had sold them.
No, we've never had a
You've
slab.
never had 'em.
Never had a single slab.
Really?
We
Ever?
stay away from it. Yeah.
Really?
Not one.
Really?
Not one ever. Yeah.
I'm shocked.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, Jack hates the idea of grading comics.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, of slabbing them.
Right.
Like, obviously we grade them.
Right.
But yeah. That was fun. Cracking that fucker open. I felt like I was in Chile, pulling a miner out of the ground. I don't mean a kid. I mean, someone that's been trapped there.
Right.
Yeah.
Because you pull miners out of your backyard all the time.
Oh, yeah, all the time.
And you don't mean...
Spelunkers.
Yeah. You mean a child that you keep trapped on the ground.
Yeah, I pull them out and I feed them and put them right back.
Right.
I give them some
lotion on skin.
Yeah, or I give the hose one more time.
Right, yeah.
Oh, boy. Comic book villains. Yeah, somebody out there remake this movie.
We should remake this movie.
We totally could.
Yeah?
We could have Pete and his lady be the
rival.
the rival, and Mavericks could be the greasy, nasty one.
Okay, so admittedly, I don't remember if they ever mentioned like the town that this place
I don't think
takes
so,
place
yeah.
in. But in our town, there are 3 comic shops within 5 minutes driving distance from my house.
Mm-hmm.
And if I go out a little further, there's at least 2 more
Yeah.
that I can think of. And by a little further, I mean like maybe a 15-minute
Yeah,
drive.
I'd say 20 minutes tops.
Because, I mean, anyone can leave their house and keep on driving and eventually find a comic shop.
Right. You would think.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you have a GPS or what.
Yeah. Around me there is Mavericks, which is my store.
Yeah, mine too.
Bookery, or Bill Book and Comic, Fearless Readers, And
Although
then
he just does a warehouse now.
he does have a warehouse.
Yeah, he closed the shop.
They closed the shop.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Huffman, yeah.
I did not know
I
that.
just found out that last week. But
Okay.
but he actually has people, like, you can go downtown to his warehouse now
Right.
and, like, shop.
Okay. Well, then there's only 2 comic shops within 5 minutes
Well,
driving
see,
distance
they're
from me.
disappearing. They're dropping like flies.
But however,
Yeah.
that third one now has a warehouse downtown. There's also, I believe,
Schumer's. Pretty close.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Schumer's. Yeah, that's pretty close.
About 15-minute drive.
Yeah, that's towards Centerville, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
No.
But there's another one downtown near
TAF.
Yeah,
On
that's it.
St. Clair.
Yeah, yeah. And then the aforementioned Bookery in Fairborn. So
Still a Dark Star. And
Yellow Springs.
Superfly, too.
both in Yellow Springs, but that's a little further,
That's about
15 minutes.
30, 40 minutes. Yeah.
And I'm never, ever, ever going to Yellow Springs if I can't help it.
Yellow Springs doesn't seem like your town.
It's not.
I love it. Like, don't get me wrong.
It's Hippieville, and
Yeah.
they can all go fuck themselves.
Yeah, and like, you know, I'm not saying like they're right and you're wrong, or you're right and they're wrong, but
Oh, I'm right.
but I love that town. I
It's
love it.
because you're half a hippie.
I'm half a hippie, yeah.
Yeah.
Just from the waist down.
Right.
Yeah. I wash everything from the belly up, ladies. So yeah, come on. Let's get it on. Just from the belly up, though. Leave my junk alone. It's dirty. Talking to Eric, not you guys. But there's a lot of shops.
Yeah, so in Dayton and its surrounding areas, there's at least 7 comic shops.
Right.
You guys have any fierce rivals?
It's weird because Bell Book and Comic, like it's like a yin yang. Like they sort of are our rivals because they're the closest one to us, and they deal heavily in Magic and comics,
Right.
and that's
your thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's our thing. But at the same time, we also help each other out. Like if they're short on something, you know, like a comic book supply or Magic card that they need for a tournament, we'll loan it to them and they'll pay us back. And if we get like Diamond sometimes sends us a stack of books that are all damaged, and we're like, oh shit, we need 10 copies of Superman to fill our files, he'll loan it to us. I mean, he's cool, but at the same time, like, you know, we're battling for the same customer base in an economy that doesn't really
Support it.
yeah, exactly. So it's kind of a weird relationship there, but yeah, it's like we're friends, but we're like taking money out of each other's pockets at the same time.
Right. No, they used to be basically Dragon's Lair, which
Right.
was in downtown. How was that with them there?
That didn't affect us at all, I don't think,
Okay.
because like they didn't even have a parking lot downtown, so it was all
Basically, yeah.
yeah. I mean, it was like 2 parking meters in front of their store, and they got like everybody that works downtown that read comics probably shopped there in the lunch break because they could just walk there.
Right.
But other than that, I don't think like most of our customers had never even heard of them. Like we were like, yeah, Dragon's Lair, and like what, you know?
Right.
So yeah, I don't think that really.
I will say that store had a lot of character.
Oh, I loved Dragon's Lair.
Yeah.
Man. Like they had that upstairs, all the novels.
Yeah. But also, they weren't very friendly.
Yeah, not really.
Bell Book is a little bit better, but
Yeah.
not much. Depends on if Pete's there or not, I guess. It also depends on how many magic fucktards are there, which is also a lot like Mavericks. I do remember once shopping at Bell Book. I'm sorry.
Oh, I've shopped there.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was looking for like back issues or something, and like I heard a bunch of Magic nerds complaining about Mavericks. Yeah.
What did they say? Like, because we don't have a game room, probably.
Partially that, and also because you guys they were asking for like a ton of money for this card, and you know, I was like, oh, I don't know, that's worth a lot, but I'm not going to pay that.
You tell them, Magic guy. I know we make fun of the Magic customers on here, and you know, and a lot of them
Because they're fucktards.
a lot of them aren't the best customers that we have, but
Human beings.
there's a few. I thought you were going to say like 0. There's a few that I actually like. I look forward to seeing them, and like they trade cards to us that we need, and like they're not 100% jerks. There's just like a portion of them that just seem like the people that represent what is wrong with our society. You know, like
Right.
just 1,000% aimless, and like they can't even they can't take care of themselves. Like some of them are just like, it's depressing.
Right.
It's like they just want to play this game their entire life. That's all they want to do. Like
Right.
it excels over like bathing or schooling or anything, and or any sort of social interaction. I mean, it's kind of sad, but at the same time, there's a bunch of them that are really cool, and I don't want everyone to think that I hate all of our Magic customers.
I do.
Yeah. But yeah, there's that.
But I'm not you.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm right.
Yeah, and that's another thing in the movie. They mention Magic the Gathering, but you never see any of those gaming guys at the stores.
Yeah.
And
And that's false.
that would have been good to have
Yeah.
that, like a good element to have in the movie.
Yeah.
In the remake, it needs to have the Magic customer.
I was almost going to say maybe the remake should just all be about magic. And then and then we'd have like the comic book guys in the background doing their own thing. And the magic guys making fun of them because they think they're better than us.
It's them versus us.
Yeah. Maybe that's what it can be. It can be magic people versus comic people.
Oh, instead of the two stores, like
Yeah,
one will be a
maybe.
Magic store. But
Yeah.
then they would have to
Yeah.
battle over a collection.
Yeah. Alright, this should just be comics.
Yeah.
But the magic people should be in the back, and the comic people should make fun of them
Oh,
because
yeah.
they're terrible, terrible, terrible human beings.
I can't agree with everything you just said, but
But you can agree with most of it.
I would like to see that movie remade. I would definitely say that.
Yeah, I still say we should do it. I
Yeah.
think we can.
We have the set already.
Yeah.
It's ready to go. Like seriously, buckets of plenty, phone books into the case and everything. We seriously have cases that have stuff under table legs, and we have
Right.
buckets for the rain. It's pretty accurate.
Yeah.
Pretty accurate.
You guys don't have a TV or an arcade game, though.
No, we almost bought a Superman arcade game
I
once,
remember that.
uh, but we just couldn't. We couldn't justify the amount of room that it would take up,
Right.
and like for a quarter a day probably.
Right. I know Brassfield is trying to get his boss to bring over a Spider-Man pinball game.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah,
That's pretty awesome.
over at GameSwap, which is your neighbor.
Then the employees would all be playing that instead of just
Right.
laying on their backs watching DVDs.
Right.
No offense, guys.
Yeah, it happens.
Like every time I go in there, because I mean, in their defense, there's always like 4 people working, and they don't really
Right.
need 4 people working. But there's always one guy just like watching a movie or
Right.
playing a video game.
Max.
What? I would never name names. Never.
And also, to be fair, a lot of the times, they buy video games, they have to test them.
That's true. Yeah.
And they do have to test the movies and stuff.
Make sure they're not
so-
scratched.
Right.
Yeah, they're just product testing.
Right, yeah. Just like you guys should be testing all the comics.
We should be reading them all. Yeah.
Exactly.
Hey, what if a page is misprinted out of order?
Right.
Yeah.
How they're going to know?
Yeah.
There's no sort of thing that you can go on to find out if maybe a comic had been printed incorrectly.
Yeah, like some sort of magical information box.
Right, yeah.
Yeah. Where would you find such a thing?
Although that is something that did happen recently, and you guys had no clue.
The hack and
Hack slash.
Yeah. Did they announce that?
Uh-huh.
They never sent us anything about it. That or we just threw it out. Yeah, we don't keep up with that shit.
See, I'm more interested in like the real life parallels than this actual movie.
Exactly. Yeah. Like sometimes, like I'd find myself wandering. Seriously, just like looking at all the cool stuff in the background because they did a good job populating the store with actual books.
Right, and it wasn't like it's like sometimes whenever you watch a movie or a TV show where they like go into a comic shop, it's usually they only have stuff from like one company.
Right. Like that episode of Dexter or something.
Right, yeah. There was an episode of Law and Order once where it was only like IDW and Planet Lair,
Because they made a deal with them. Or
Right,
something.
yeah.
Yeah, this one's pretty good. I mean, like you see like Grendel T-shirts and Daredevil T-shirts.
Right.
Yeah.
What's statues? Captain America, and Madman, and
Phoenix, I think.
yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't see very much Image stuff.
Yeah, I don't.
I think I saw like kind of a glimpse of a Spawn cover, but
Right, yeah, like in the background.
yeah.
I saw a lot of. It looked like somebody donated books. They're like, yeah, we need to populate this store with, because we're gonna burn some of them and whatnot.
Right.
And you saw a bunch of like post-Unity Valiant, and
yeah.
I saw a bunch of Defiant, like when she's laying in bed and all those comics fall on her, like Dark Dominion or something falls on her, and I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, those are all the books that were like in your guys' back storeroom that you can't get rid of.
Yeah, we're like, yeah, we'll write that off. Yeah. Give those to the movie. Oh man. Was there another comic book related movie? It seems like
X-Men?
Yeah, that was it. No, like about comic book like dealers and artists and sellers, like
Chasing Amy.
I thought there was one with
Comic Book the Movie.
Is that a movie?
Yeah, with Mark Hamill.
That's the one. Yeah, that's the one I was thinking of. I remember seeing Mark Hamill on the cover. I've never watched that one.
It's not great.
It's not.
It's a mockumentary kind of thing.
Well, yeah, we should do that.
Yeah,
maybe next summer.
All right.
Yeah. I'll write it. Yeah, we'll write a script.
Yeah.
It'll happen.
Yeah,
we'll get around to that.
Totally happen. We're always looking for something to do.
Oh yeah,
you're just always productive.
Oh, very.
Yeah.
Well, just the other day I was sketching something.
Yeah.
Oh, we suck.
Well, I really can't think of anything else to talk about.
It was just a bad movie. Yeah. I mean, there's a few funny inside jokes if you're a nerd, and then that's about it. I mean, it should have been a skit on a half an hour episode of something.
Right. I mean, or just I don't think it pushed it far enough as far as how funny it could have been. I don't think it pushed it far enough as far as like the crime noir angle it could have taken.
Right.
It just kind of fell flat, and just really disappointing.
I think we're in a complete agreement on this one.
I do. I know for some reason you and I just cracked the fuck up at Cary Elwes' high school photo.
Yeah. I wonder if that was like really his high school photo.
I don't know,
because it was like so awkward and embarrassing looking. It almost looked like you couldn't have staged it.
Right.
Yeah. Like he had that weird eyebrow thing going on.
Yeah, he had the weird smile, and
it was awesome.
So yeah, that was the funniest part of the movie, and the buckets and buckets.
Yeah. That's about it.
And then like the one character I don't think was played up enough. The kid from That 70s Show.
Oh yeah. Hyde.
Huh?
Hyde from That 70s Show.
Yeah, he could have been a bigger foil, I think, for the characters in the movie, and I don't think he was used to the potential. Maybe he was only there for a day.
Right, they should all have seen.
Yeah.
I got nothing else either on that one. It's just lukewarm.
Yeah.
At best.
Yeah, some cool Jack Kirby art between scenes here and there.
First thing you see is Jack Kirby drawing.
Yeah.
It's pretty sweet.
Otherwise, nothing. All right, then. Let's
skip it. Skip it, everybody.
Skip it. Yep. We'll be back in a second. Or a minute. Maybe a couple minutes.
Empire of One, misfortunate son, auto-hypnotic lecture, short-circuit, condition chronic, mouth like a senator, seems like a salesman. Empire of One, respect to the dawn, holding court in a rented room, puts a theory to the test on you, one lucky audience, lackluster hero, go back to zero. Empire of One, the subjects are gone.
Hey, and welcome back to Gun Talk Show.
Hello. Oh.
That was our longest break in a while.
That was. We did some stuff
Yeah.
that should have only taken 2 minutes. Yeah.
That's what she said.
We just watched a trailer for a movie called Habeas Corpus. The trailer is 1 minute and 30 seconds long. It took us 15 minutes to watch it.
Yeah.
Way to go, Internet!
There's a lot of buffering going on there.
A lot of buffering.
Yeah.
Yeah. I paused it to let it catch up to itself. I looked at other stuff. I checked my email. Mm-hmm. We had a conversation about Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm. And wheat cakes.
And wheat cakes. And then I go back to the trailer and 6 seconds would play.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty bad. Hey, if you can watch it in 1.5 minutes, it's actually quite enjoyable.
I'm sure it would be.
but yeah.
Habeas Corpus. Look it up.
Yeah, check it out.
Yeah.
It's a tricky spelling, but you'll figure it out.
Yeah.
It's with an EAS.
If you Google it, it'll spell it for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people misspell it.
Yeah.
And then they'll fix it.
Yeah. And it's not about law,
Yeah.
which is what I thought.
Yeah. It kind of sounds like it would be.
Well, because it is.
Yeah.
Habeas Corpus.
It's
The
like...
writ of...
Right?
Right.
It's like 5 short horror tales
Right,
in
right.
the movie. Yeah. I learned about wheat cakes.
Yeah, you learned about wheat
I
cakes.
had never heard of them.
I'm not entirely sure what they are, but I am going to just guess that they are pancakes made out of wheat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That young Peter Parker quite enjoyed.
I don't know if he enjoyed them, but he ate them.
Oh, okay. He did it for his aunt.
Yes. She would make them every morning for him, and he would eat them.
And I've read a lot of Spider-Man comics.
Yeah.
I am not familiar with the word wheat cakes.
Yeah. That's a thing. Yeah.
I believe you.
It's as much as part of the canon as the radioactive spider, my friend.
I don't think that's true. So, like, maybe that was a thing, because I've tried being bitten by radioactive spiders before.
Right,
And I
right.
was like, this would give me powers when I was a kid. I would find radioactive spiders, because
Yeah.
you could find them if you know a guy.
Right, yeah.
And it never occurred to me that maybe it's only with the coupling of the intake of wheat cakes
Could be.
could you receive such power.
Could be. Wow. Maybe you should try it now.
Back to the drawing board.
Right.
Yeah. I've reopened the file on superpowered Jason. Yeah.
Yeah. What else is going on?
Friday night, I went to dinner with Kathleen and Doogie. He went with us. Afterwards, as we occasionally do, maybe this is like the 3rd time ever, we decided to play pool, because there's a bar right next door. Like, literally, it's the same building to the Mexican restaurant we eat at in Xenia, Ohio.
Xenia.
X-Town. And I don't know the name of the bar, I can't remember, but they have this amazing giant, it's like a 12-foot tall, drunken, I don't know if he's supposed to be Scottish or Irish or what, but it's this giant old man on stage, like a sculpture, 3D sculpture, and he's like running, and he has a beer in his hand, and he's got white hair, and it's bizarre. So they do karaoke on this stage, though.
How do you know that the statue is drunk?
Oh, he just looks drunk.
Okay.
Yeah. You can smell it on his breath.
Okay.
Yeah. But we actually got to watch a bar fight in that bar.
Nice.
I've never seen a real-life bar fight before.
Neither have I.
Yeah.
Huh.
I mean, it only lasted seconds,
Still.
and it wasn't as cool as in the
Right.
movie. In any movies, but
Yeah,
just a
yeah.
couple of white trash dudes punching each other in the jaw.
Nice.
And, immediately they were knocked outside, and 30 people walked outside hoping to see more.
Right.
Because it is Xenia, Ohio.
Were you one of them?
No.
Really?
Me and Doogie just sat at the table. Kathleen went outside and took a photo with her phone.
Oh.
In her defense, she had just finished doing karaoke, and she was going outside to smoke anyway.
Right.
And then the fight broke out. So.
Right.
But,
well, why didn't you go out?
well, we could see it. There was a window.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, we're not dumb.
Because yeah, don't try to make yourself sound better than
yeah.
all the people in Xenia, Ohio. You want to see a fight as much as anyone does.
No, wait a minute. I agree with the latter of the two statements. No, I don't think I'm better than Xenia Ohio, but I Generally I don't like watching fights.
Why not?
But I mean, at a bar, I mean, come on.
It's a bar fight.
At a bar or a hockey game, I say go for it.
Yeah.
Anywhere else, I'm kind of like, oh, that's uncalled for. Who are these people? Why haven't they grown up?
Right.
But at a hockey game or a bar, I think it's part of the show.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's part of the atmosphere. And the atmosphere at this bar is creepy, teenage through mid-20s people. The entire bar was trying to fuck the other half of the bar.
Right.
Like, everyone was there to get some sort of drunken play.
So, this now begs the question. Did you fuck Doogie?
I'll have to say more on that later. No, we didn't. We did no fucking. Maybe some foreplay. But
That's good enough.
It never rounded third, though.
Right, yeah.
Never slid into home.
I mean, honestly, if you're getting drunk, that's really the best you should hope for, anyway.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Because I mean, by the time it gets to the main scene, I can't raise the curtain. You know what I'm saying? But no, that seriously, I don't know the name of that bar, but I can't imagine how many unwanted, ill-spawned, illegitimate children came out of that bar the next,
right.
Like, whose origin is that night?
Right.
Like, honestly, I think I could have sold morning after pills like they were winning lottery tickets if I would have had them there. It was bad.
Wow.
It was pretty gross.
Huh. You should invite me next time.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. I'll give you a call. They, in their defense, though, they have that creepy, awesome statue on the stage.
Right.
The karaoke guy was super nice.
Right.
And they have a
Yeah,
nice...
I don't approve of that.
Karaoke, yeah.
Right, yeah.
And they have a pretty good couple of pool tables and a nice dartboard, too. So, I mean, it's got some positive sides to it.
I would not be surprised, this being Xenia, Ohio, that I've probably been there with my dad some Saturday afternoon.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's in the shopping center with, like, a Kmart
Uh-huh.
and Acapulco.
Yep.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, you've probably been there. It's pretty bad. That bar's pretty bad.
We used to go to Nick's, which is, like if you head down to the next block past that building, and then turn left.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Past the big clock tower.
I've never been to that one.
Yeah. But yeah, that's where my dad used to take me every Saturday afternoon when I was a kid.
Wow.
Before that, it was the Grapevine, which was, I believe, on Main Street in Xenia as well.
Is it another bar?
Another bar, yeah. Yeah. My dad used to take me to bars all the time.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That was allowed and, like, they didn't care?
Oh, yeah. We'd have lunch. Eat and
Okay.
drink.
So they're like bar and
Well,
grills. It's
bar
not-
and food, but...
Yeah, it's not like some...
But, I mean, like, it wasn't like they had, like, a section with, like, tables and stuff.
Okay.
It was just the bar.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, by food, they had more than just pretzels and peanuts, right?
Right.
Okay.
I mean, it was like burgers. And,
Right.
Yeah.
That's cool.
At Nick's, I used to get the pork tenderloin with homemade potato chips.
Ooh.
I love a homemade potato chip.
Wow. I've never tried making my own chips.
I've never tried making them, but I enjoy eating them when they're available.
So those are like the super crunchy kettle cooked style.
Sometimes they're, I wouldn't say they're super crunchy, but they're just well made and they're hot. Like they got like the middle of them are usually kind of soft.
Kind of like a wheat cake.
Sure.
Yeah, okay. Well, why didn't you just say so? Like wheat cakes. Only they're chips.
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. Yeah, no, I've never seen Nick's. I might have to try that one. Maybe it'll be a better fight. It'll last longer, maybe.
I don't think that it would have much fights there because it's small. Don't even know if it exists anymore. And I'm also going to say that the clientele is probably in their 60s.
Oh, wow. That'd be awesome, right?
Because even when I was going there, and my dad was probably in his late 40s to early 50s, the rest of the clientele was all in their 60s and 70s.
I would love to see, like, I don't mean like where someone falls over and they get like a hip broken, and I would just be sad. But I mean, like a couple surly old dudes, like ex-Marine or sailor dudes. I'd love to see a couple real old guys go at it, at a bar or a hockey game.
Right. You probably just go to Hank's down the street here.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
really?
I would imagine, right? Or Lefty's Tavern.
Lefties. Wow. Yeah, I've been in there once.
I've never been in the Lefties. I've only been in the Hank's like twice.
Yeah, I've been to Hank's
And
once.
it wasn't while they were actually open, so.
I saw Foul Stench play at Hank's, and then me and Doogie rode our bikes to Lefties once. Other than that, yeah, I've never been in either one. So yeah, that was my weekend. That was pretty cool.
Yeah,
It was fun. How about you?
My friend and I decided, rather than do our usual Friday thing of hanging out here and watching some sort of movie, maybe playing some video games, we went out to Ye Old Comedy Club.
Decided to yuck it up.
Decided to yuck it up.
Wow.
Have some larfs.
Did you LOL?
I did. I ROR'd.
Oh my gosh.
I raffed out rowed. And then I also did some LARP.
Wow.
Live action role play.
Oh, okay.
No, one of my favorite comedians was performing at Wiley's here in luxurious downtown Dayton in the Oregon District. So decided that, fuck it, I want to go.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you and I went last time he was here, and had a fairly decent time.
We're speaking, of course, of Gallagher.
Yeah, I was actually still referring to Gallagher 2.
Yeah.
Because he plays smaller clubs.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah.
Same class. Yeah. No, Jimmy Pardo played at Wiley's last night, and on Friday when I went.
Sweet. Of
Yeah.
Never Not Funny fame.
Of Never Not Funny fame, of course, a podcast that I listen to quite frequently and enjoy, and I would say am possibly influenced by.
Yeah.
There was he had an opening act who was surprisingly funny for telling awful jokes, such as the aforementioned ROR, Wrath Out Rowd. It was an Asian joke. Ho, ho. And he sold shirts that said that on it.
Said Raph out loud.
Wrath Out Rowd, ROR.
Yeah, that's pretty hilarious.
Yeah. Other than that, he was kind of funny.
Yeah. What was his name? Do you remember?
Matt Holt.
Matt Holt.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Pardo was fantastic as ever. Lots of crowd work. He's got like 4 or 5 bits that he does, all the time. Mm-hmm. And then he told a couple stories that like storytelling jokes, rather than jokes or anything.
But like about himself?
About himself, about experiences he's had. He's told them on Never Not Funny before, which I'm going to say probably the majority of the people who were there didn't listen to Never Not Funny.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. So they were just out for something to do on a Friday night?
A lot of people were out there for something to do. There were, like when I was in law and I heard people talking about how they had seen Jimmy on, different shows, or they'd heard him on the Bob and Tom show or whatever, and they were fans of him, but I don't think they were fans of Never Not Funny.
They're not on the inside.
No.
They need to be.
Yeah.
It's a really good podcast.
Yeah.
Some might say better than ours.
Yeah.
Some of us,
They would be right.
Both of us would probably say
Yes,
that too.
yes. Everyone who would say that is correct.
Yes.
Better than ours.
Yeah.
That's why you have to pay for it. Mm-hmm. If ours was any good, we'd certainly charge.
We would think about it.
Yeah. We'd at least try to get an advertiser.
Yeah. Other than Mavericks Cards and Comics, located at 2312 East North Lane.
Yeah, they have not paid their advertising bill.
Oh man, okay, gotta cut me off.
I'll edit that out.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah,
so we both had a kind of an eventful Friday night.
Yeah, at least something more than I usually do on a Friday. So, yeah. Mm-hmm. Not that I don't enjoy the time that I spend with my friend and watching various horror movies, because that's
Right.
what she always wants to watch.
Right.
And I love horror movies. I'm not going to complain. I will occasionally force a Black Dynamite upon her, or something, not horror related,
But awesome, nonetheless.
but awesome. Yeah. At least I hope they're awesome.
Well, we all know Black Dynamite's awesome.
Black Dynamite is fantastic.
When does that cartoon start? Is that this year?
I think early next year.
Okay. Yeah, this year's
January or
almost done.
February. Yeah. Hopefully. Yeah. Excited. It's exciting.
Is it some of the same voice actors?
I would assume.
Yeah.
Unless they're pulling a Shrek thing where they have voice doubles.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Although, really, it's only Eddie Murphy that does that. He has a voice double.
Really?
Yeah.
For Shrek?
For Donkey, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Like he does it on...
He does it for the movies, and then any other time that there's a Shrek thing where you see Donkey, it's some other guy.
Really?
Yeah.
Like when they do, like, McDonald's commercials or whatever?
Yep.
Okay.
And apparently this guy has quite a good living at being his Eddie Murphy's vocal double.
So, wow, Eddie Murphy has an out if he ever gets, like, on some sort of phone harassment charges.
Right.
It's probably that guy.
Because, why would that guy want to fuck over Eddie Murphy?
Yeah,
That's his gravy train.
That's true. That's true. Man, I would love to have that. Like, if I just happened to sound a lot like,
Right.
I don't know, Ashton Kutcher or something. And like anytime he was too tired, I could do his voice.
Right.
That'd be a great gig.
That would be a great gig.
You could do it in your jammies.
Yeah. That's why we do this show.
Mm-hmm.
Because we can do it in our jammies.
Because we could. We don't.
We don't.
Yeah, but we could.
We respect each other. We wear pants.
Yeah. Yeah, we're men.
Yeah.
Gentlemen, even.
Yes. And if this weren't my own house, I would be wearing shoes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
But
wearing
it-
shoes. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
welcome. You are welcome.
And being a co-host and doing this for over 2 years, and us doing drawing night for like 2 years before that, I would certainly allow you to take off your shoes if you wanted to.
And that's much appreciated. 'Cause sometimes these dogs are barking.
Yeah.
Speaking of gentlemen, though, can I give a plug on here?
Ooh. No. No, don't do it anyway. I said no.
Oh, but it's for gentlemen.
All right.
The
No.
the gentleman
No.
of the gilded beard.
No.
They have
I
beards.
don't approve of the people involved with this
Oh.
because they have beards.
Yeah.
No, go ahead.
Next Saturday, which is what's today? The 7th.
Today is the
8th?
7th.
So it's the 13th. On November 13th, here in Dayton, Ohio, the gentlemen of the Gilded Beard
Yes.
are putting on a benefit for the Stillwater House, which they house people with like mental retardation and
Yes.
sort of help buy them stuff because
Right.
it's a government funded program, but the government gives a minimal amount of money.
Right.
And so they're having this get together at the Poland Farm off Bigger Road in Dayton, and
Yeah.
there's like music and food and artwork for auction, and a piece of my artwork is there. So if you're in town, maybe you can go buy it.
Yeah.
And all the money for the art for at least mine, I don't know about the others, goes to the charity. So
I'm pretty sure most of it is
Yeah.
going to the charity. I can't imagine any artist that would demand to be paid
Well,
for
right.
a charity project.
well, he the guy that had me submit the artwork said if I want a portion of it, they'll just give a portion to the charity. But I said, you can give the whole thing because it's not like I'm
Right.
selling
Right.
it for a lot of money. So
But again, I think any artist drawing anything for a charity auction
right.
or for any kind of charitable event should not say that they want a portion of that money back.
That would be the polite thing to do.
That would be the polite
The
thing to
moral
do.
thing.
Moral,
The
polite,
gentleman.
the gentlemanly thing, yes. I could not imagine anyone who would want to be paid for any kind of charity work.
Yeah.
That seems to me like that would be an awful, awful person.
Possibly.
I believe this is run by our friend Stephen Alexander.
Our friend Steven.
Our friend, I believe our friend Stephen is running this, Stephen Alexander.
Oh, I didn't know his last name.
I believe it's Alexander. Could be wrong. I don't know. He's got a beard. That's all I know. He's a beard guy.
He's a gentleman.
He is a gentleman,
With a beard.
occasionally, with a beard. Works with our... I believe he's also related to our good friend Matt Brasser.
Yeah, they're cousins.
Yes. Identical cousins.
Is that a thing?
Yeah.
I never heard that either. Is that something Aunt May used to sing to Peter Parker when she made him wheat cakes?
Yes, she would sing him the Patty Duke theme song.
Oh, okay.
Because he was a big fan as a kid.
I would imagine he would be.
Yeah.
You know, living with old people.
Yeah.
You know. He would have to. That and a lot of The Price is Right and Wheel of Fortune. You know.
So yeah, if you're in Dayton, because this is pretty much strictly for Dayton people,
Yeah.
go check out that auction. It's for a good cause.
Yeah.
I know it's one that's affects Stephen personally, so he's a big proponent of it.
Yeah.
I guess his sister or something
I
is.
believe his sister. Yeah. I know one of his relatives is
Yeah.
part of the Stillwater thing.
They tried to get me to do some sort of artwork, but no.
You had a lot going on.
I got a lot going on, and
And they couldn't pay you, so you were like,
they
"Fuck
couldn't
it."
pay me, so yeah, I was just like, I'm not going to do this. No, I was just too busy to do one. They wanted to use one of my Dr. Creep drawings that I put on the DVD covers,
right. Yeah.
but that thing is like literally an inch tall.
Right.
They wanted to blow it up to poster size.
Of course they did.
Yeah,
That doesn't work.
yeah, not really.
Not
It wouldn't. It wouldn't look the best if
No.
that happened.
Yeah.
I mean, it can be done.
Yeah.
Would not look the best.
Yeah.
But yeah, next week. I wish everybody luck with that. And if you're in Dayton, go buy some artwork and hang out. I'm sure it'll be a lot of fun there.
There's
so-
like beard growing contests.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
I mean, you don't have to grow it on the spot.
No, but yeah,
You
yeah.
pre-grow and then you
Right,
show
right.
up. And
Yeah, if you have a ridiculous beard, go for it.
yeah, or any sort of noteworthy beard.
I would say mostly they're going for ridiculous. Have
Yeah.
you seen them?
Longest or weirdest or
Yeah.
bushiest.
A lot of weird beards.
Yeah. Which that was a good song, Weird Beard.
Weird beard?
Fu Manchu.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I know that's at the Jimmy Pardo show on Friday night. There was a guy sitting right up front of the stage who had a weird beard,
Oh, did he?
and he got called out.
Yeah, that's awesome. Maybe he's maybe he's growing up for the
Maybe,
thing,
yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, that's the only thing about going to a Jimmy Pardo show. You don't want anything like
Yeah,
where he can like poke fun
call
at
you
you.
out. Yeah.
So he does a lot of crowd work.
He does, and that's why I shaved.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Really, that's why you should.
Have not shaved since our friend Joe's wedding,
Wow.
and
You shaved for Pardo.
I shaved for Jimmy Pardo,
Wow.
and I didn't even get a chance to meet him afterwards.
Oh.
But at the same time, at least I knew I wasn't going to get called out on my patchy beard.
So he didn't mention you guys at all.
No.
He didn't call you.
No,
Talk to you.
I guess we were further away in the dark than
Yeah. Okay.
Amanda and I sat the exact opposite area from where you and I sat when we went.
Yeah, 'cause we were pretty close to the stage.
Yeah.
last time. Surprised he didn't call us out.
No.
Maybe he just felt sorry for us.
Could be.
It's like, wow, those guys.
Look at those two old gay dudes.
They smell,
I'm not going to call attention to
They
them.
smell like yellow paper. That's aged yellow from age, not from urine standard. Good times.
Good times. So, yeah, anything else?
That was it. That was my week. That was good times.
I got nothing else really going on.
Yeah, I guess it's my
Pick
turn.
a comic.
Turn to pick a comic.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's just go ahead and do this one because I've been almost picking this one for like 2 months now. Mesmo Delivery.
Okay.
All right. What did you think I was going to say?
I don't know, but I was getting ready to say veto.
Oh,
But,
I haven't read it yet, and I've owned it for like months now.
Right.
I won't read it.
I need to track my copy down.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I may know where it is, but...
The new one? Or the...
I have the old one.
Okay. I thought you bought the new one, too.
It's still in my file.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But you said that there's not much difference between the two, right?
Yeah. Slight color variation, but that's it.
Yeah. Well, then I can stick with the old one should I find it and not be able to afford the new one yet.
Cool.
Which I probably won't because I am poor as shit.
Oh, that's why you smell like yellow paper.
That is why I smell like it. And that's from the urine.
And you feed on yourself several times during the show, yeah. It's been a long show.
Yeah.
And we had a lot of water.
Yeah. All right, Mesmo Delivery. Looking forward to it.
Cool.
All right. Oh.
Uh-oh.
I want to plug something.
Oh, yeah. Plug away.
Our listener, Brian John Mitchell. Did I plug this last episode?
I don't know.
I don't know if I did or not.
Oh, no, I don't think so.
Okay. Our listener, Brian John Mitchell, started a blog recently called Nostalgia Equals Distortion, which you can find at nostalgiaequalsdistortion.blogspot.com, because why not go with a terribly long name?
Well, he's got 3 names. He figures his website needs one too.
I'll put a link so that you don't have to spell.
Okay.
But
yeah, because they're not going to remember habeas corpus and that.
Right, yeah. Which I should put a link on anyway because, well, I know I, for one, am a contributor.
Yeah, sweet.
I know you were invited to be a contributor, but probably will never.
I plan to. It's just I have to be around the computer for more than 10 minutes at a time.
Right, and that never happens.
I read yours,
Yeah.
And I tried to comment, but my computer was running so slow. Like, it had this like trying bar to, and for like 10 minutes, I was just like, "Fuck it, I'll do it later."
Right. Well, then off air, you can tell me what you thought.
Okay.
But yeah, it's basically the whole sort of theme behind it is that to re-review something that you used to love but you haven't experienced in over a year. So far, it's mostly albums, because that's what he told everybody. Mm-hmm. But then he told me that comics and movies were also acceptable, and I have not had time yet to do a second one, but I have reviewed one album up there, which I probably pissed off all of his other contributors because I hate musicians. And music in general.
It seems like a good idea. Cause it operates under the guise of, you might remember something fondly.
Right.
And then once you go back to it, I call it the Thundercat syndrome.
Right. We've discussed that many times.
Yeah. So, you like revisit something and take a fresh look at it.
Yeah.
Seems like a good idea.
I will put a link up. Everybody should go check that out. Read my review. Mm-hmm. Hey, read the other guys' reviews too. I don't care. But mostly read mine. I use my real name. You should find it. Yeah, go check that out. It's hopefully when I get some more time, I'll write a second review, probably a movie.
Sweet. I will do one as well eventually. Right. I promise. It might be a couple weeks.
Right. Other than that, I think we're good.
Yeah. Good times all around.
I am starving. It's time to eat.
All right.
Goodbye. You can subscribe to Gutter Trash at iTunes or directly at guttertrash.net. If you go to iTunes, please leave us a review. You can email us at eric@guttertrash.net or jason@guttertrash.net. For more info, you can find us on Facebook, or you can go to seanborn.net or buyerbeware.guttertrash.net. Listen to our sister podcast, League Night, at league.guttertrash.net. Thank you for listening. Until next time.